a new topic in physics. In this video, we are going to understand the concept of reference frames by solving some questions related to kinematics and mechanics. What is a reference frame? We shall take an example and try to understand the concept. Imagine you are standing by the side of a road and a car is speeding away from you. You will perceive that the car is moving with a certain speed and you along with your surroundings are stationary. You have come to this conclusion taking your position as a reference. Now you take the perception of the person sitting inside the car. He will perceive that his surroundings including you are moving backward with a speed. He is also correct because he has drawn the perception taking position of his car as reference. How it is possible that both are correct? It is possible because both are talking with respect their positions. So it is only a perception and everything in this universe is relative. There is nothing like an absolute reference frame. So reference frame can be imagined as a coordinate system in a three-dimensional space with respect to the observer. On similar lines, consider two trains on parallel tracks speeding in the same direction. If both the trains are moving at constant speed, observers in the trains will perceive that they are stationary and nothing is moving. Only when they look outside through opposite window, they observe that they are moving. So we can define that a reference frame or frame of reference is a coordinate system used to measure and describe the position, orientation, and motion of objects. It provides a perspective from which observations and measurements are made. We shall attempt to solve some questions to understand the concept mathematically. Now the question is, a train is moving with a constant velocity of 30 meters per second relative to the ground. A person on the roof of the train throws a ball vertically upwards with a velocity of 10 meters per second relative to the train. What is the velocity of the ball relative to an observer standing on the ground at the moment it is thrown? The options are a 10 meters per second upwards, B 30 meters per second horizontally, C 40 meters per second at an angle, D 32 meters per second at an angle. In order to solve this question, we will have to get the components of the velocity of the ball with respect to the observer on the ground. The ball has two components. A horizontal component which is equal to velocity of the train, which is equal to 30 meters per second. A vertical component which is 10 meters per second with respect to train which is also equal with respect to ground because ball is moving at right angle to velocity of train. The resultant velocity of the ball with respect to the observer on the ground can be calculated using Pythagoras' theorem because both the components of the velocity are right angled to each other. We get the resultant velocity equal to 40 meters per second. So the correct answer is option C. You can pause the video to go through the solution in detail. The next question is, do people start walking from a same point at the same time? The first person walks towards east at a velocity of 4 km per hour and another person walks at 6 km per hour towards north. What will be the distance between them after 2 hours? Look at the diagram. In this case, both the people are starting from the same position and starting position can be considered as origin of their reference frame with x-axis pointing towards east and y-axis pointing towards north. Person walking along x-axis covers a distance of 8 km after 2 hours whereas the other person covers a distance of 12 km after 2 hours. The distance between them after 2 hours can be calculated using vector subtraction or Pythagoras' theorem. The distance between them will be square root of 208. The correct answer is option 2. The last question is, a car starts from rest and accelerates uniformly to reach a speed of 21 meters per second in 7 seconds. It then continues at this constant speed for 300 meters before applying brakes and stopping uniformly in 10 seconds. What is the total distance covered by the car? The diagram shows the three phases existed during motion of the car. The first one is acceleration phase. Starting velocity is 0. Second one is constant velocity phase. Third one is deceleration phase. To calculate the total distance, we will have to calculate the distance traveled in each phase and add them together. The distance traveled during acceleration phase is to be calculated using standard equation S equal to U into T plus half AT square. During constant velocity phase, distance traveled is equal to velocity into time. During deceleration phase, use the standard equation S is equal to U into T minus half AT square. Here the sign in the equation is negative because it is deceleration phase. The sum of all distances is equal to 675 meters and option 3 is correct. Please pause the video wherever required to read and understand the calculation. This takes us to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Please look into our apps and do not forget to subscribe to our channel.